lady I'm going to talk to you about today. So she has paintings in your school. So it's kind of cool, right? Kinda? I know. It's okay. We'll do what we can. So, as we stand here today, we remember Lora Rock, a woman whose quiet life left an enduring mark on Morning Sun and far beyond it. Those who own a painting by Lora Rock don't just own a piece of art, they own a piece of Morning Sun history. Although Lora was best known locally, her paintings traveled widely. Her work found homes across the United States, in Canada, and even across the world. A missionary carried her art all the way to India. You ever been to India? Me neither, but her art ended up there, and somebody else gifted a piece of her art to someone in Egypt. So the same place where the pyramids are, there's a Lora Rock painting, and you guys get to see it every day at school. She exhibited in Cedar Falls, Mason City, Waterloo, and Wisconsin, and she sketched scenes in California and Arizona. For someone who rarely left her roots, her art had a remarkable reach. Lora Rock was born on December 7, 1867 in Fairhaven, Ohio, the oldest child of Andrew and Martha Rock. In 1881, the family moved to Morning Sun. Over the years, 9 children filled the Rock household, 3 boys and 6 girls. Lora was 23 years older than the youngest, so she often carried responsibility for taking care of the children and setting an example for her siblings. The Rock family home stood just down the road past this cemetery. Her father operated a brick factory and farmed, providing for a large family at a time when education beyond the 8th grade was uncommon. But education mattered deeply in this household. All 6 daughters became teachers. The boys learned practical trades. 2 of Laura's sisters later settled in Arizona and California, and one sister, Carrie, made history in Arizona by becoming the first woman to pass the bar exam before Arizona even became a state. After graduating from high school, Lora became a teacher, and she taught for 15 years in rural schools around the Morning Sun area. Former students remembered her as kind, patient, and well-liked. She walked 4 miles round trip to school each day, and on payday walked an extra 2 miles to get her check. Lora painted in both oil and watercolor, although oil was her favorite. She painted on whatever she could find, not always canvas. She painted on cut wood, on heavy cardboard that had been used to roll fabric, and on mirrors. The Pierce family preserved many of these works, including painted mirrors and canvases. Mr. L.R. Pierce admired her talent and quietly helped to support her financially. Her favorite subjects were landscapes, especially autumn and winter scenes. Fields, trees, and skies caught in moments of stillness. In 1921, she painted 2 large murals for the new high school. That's the school you guys go to. One notable work, a large painting of Melrose Abbey, hung in the high school study hall. Lora lived in the home where the Marion Minnis House now stands. Children often stopped by to see her paintings, and she welcomed them gladly. She once said that the praise of both children and adults was her greatest compensation. Those who watched her work were amazed at how quickly she painted. And remarkably, this artist, whose work reached across continents, never received a single hour of formal instruction. Lora was a deeply religious woman and a devoted member of the United Presbyterian Church. In her final years, she lived at Ross Nursing Home, still surrounded by some of her beloved paintings. She passed away on June 18, 1956, leaving behind a quiet but powerful legacy. At a different time, in a different place, Lora Rock might have become a famous name in American art, but fame was never what she sought. Instead, she left Morning Sun something far more lasting: beauty, dedication, And a reminder that greatness does not always announce itself. Sometimes it simply paints, patiently, faithfully, until the world takes notice.